Every night at 11 p.m., a young janitor cleaned the offices of a billion-dollar company. One night, he walked into the CEO's office. The room was empty, but on the desk was a handwritten note with one question. What did you do today that your future self will thank you for? He stopped, because he couldn't think of an answer. He had worked. He had paid his bills. He had survived another day. But had he actually done anything to change his future? No. So he took out his phone and photographed the note. That night, instead of scrolling until he fell asleep, he spent 1 hour learning a new skill. The next night, he did it again, and the next. Nobody noticed. He was still the janitor, still cleaning the same floors, still wearing the same uniform. But something had changed. For the first time in his life, he wasn't just working for today. He was building for tomorrow. A year passed. Nothing dramatic happened. He wasn't rich. Nobody was calling him successful, but he had spent more than 300 hours mastering his new skill. Then one day, he saw a problem inside the company that nobody was solving. The old version of him would have ignored it, but this version had spent a year preparing. So he created a solution. He sent it to the company. They rejected it, so he improved it, and tried again. Rejected. He tried a third time, still no. His friends told him, maybe this just isn't for you. But he remembered that question. What did you do today that your future self will thank you for? So he kept going. Eventually, another company saw his work. They gave him an opportunity. That opportunity became a business. And years later, the man who once emptied trash cans in someone else's office was sitting inside an office of his own. Now here's what most people would say about him. He got lucky. He found the right opportunity. He was in the right place at the right time. But they would be wrong, because his life didn't change when the opportunity appeared. His life changed years earlier on an ordinary night, when he decided to use 1 hour differently. That is the secret of the top 1%. They understand that your biggest breakthroughs are often created during the years when it looks like nothing is happening, when nobody is watching, when you're working, learning, failing, and wondering if any of it will ever pay off. Most people quit during that chapter. The top 1% don't. They understand something most people never learn. The work you do in private creates the life people eventually see in public. So tonight, before you go to sleep, ask yourself one question. What did I do today that my future self will thank me for? And if you don't have an answer, tomorrow, make sure you do. Because you don't become the top 1% in one moment. You become the top 1% in the moments when the other 99% choose to stop. This is Elite Mind Framework. Subscribe if you're ready to build a mind that refuses to stay average.